All right, Vaush. I'm here to tell you that you need to wash your pee-pee hands.
Absolutely not. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
I have a microbiologist on my side and data to back up
To back up what?
that there's bacteria on.
Okay, actually, no. All right, no, you're going in on this. All right, if you're committing to the bit, you're committing to the fucking bit. All right. So hold on. Why the fuck should I care?
Because spreading germs around is bad for.
How is my dick any dirtier than my hands?
Because it's nearer to your asshole and where all.
My asshole is clean as fuck. Do you have any fucking idea how fucking deliciously clean my asshole is right now? Can you even fathom? Answer me.
I have data that says that this is likely not true.
That my asshole is clean?
Well, I don't think it's clean enough to not have any bacteria in it whatsoever.
You could eat fucking dinner out of my ass, okay? My ass is clean as fuck, alright? I will not hear any fucking contrarianism on this subject. Here's my question for you, okay? Listen up, alright? So we're in agreement now that my asshole is clean as fuck, okay? Which means my dick is too, okay? So when I'm streaming, I'm memeing and creaming, I'm out here, I got my two hands, alright? And then I use the restroom, okay? During which I pee, and I very gingerly touch, because gravity does most of the work with my big heavy dong, I very gingerly touch the top of my penis with the tips of my middle and ring fingers to push it down and into the fucking toilet bowl so the piss fucking achieves the optimal arc and it goes down there. My fingers are in contact with it for no more than a few seconds. How is that any substantively different than the level of dirtiness my hands are on, like the majority of the time anyway?
Well, there's also the, do you flush the toilet with your hands?
Yeah?
Well, there's lots of bacteria on the toilet from and shit that.
You're cutting out.
Oh, dang.
You're never gonna
there's-
move me on this. It's not possible. Fuck! Why am I so bad at video games? Fuck me. Are you there? You keep cutting out.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. You came here with the memes, but you gotta deliver the creams as well. And I gotta tell you, my hands feel just as dirty before peeing as they do after peeing. I don't get it. There's like, it's the weirdest, like, it's like, when you touch your penis, your fingers are gently touching an area that has touched the cloth, that has touched the sweat, that might have touched sweat that came from your butthole. Like, we're like 18 levels removed from this shit. You know? Is this feels over reals? Are we feeling right now?
I think you're feeling right now.
I'm feeling good is what I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling right now. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling all right.
You're not lying to me, are you?
No, I don't think I'm gonna be able to move you on this, though.
Wait, are you like... Can you explain to me, for like my sake, why there's a portion of my community that's earnestly fucking dedicated to saving my soul in this issue?
Because it's gross.
It's not gross! I've said it before, and I'm not joking. I bet you like half of the people who are like, "Ew, Voss, never wash hand." Like half of these people would like get down and like choke on my dick after I take a piss, like if I asked them to. Like easily they would.
Yeah, but they would also want to do that. Like, if you're touching on...
You cut out again.
You're not... Okay. Sorry, my connection's...
No worries, not everyone can pay for a fancy pants streamer internet connection.
Yeah. But I was saying not everyone want to choke on your dick though, like in your life that might be exposed to the germs you have on your hands.
What? So you're fighting on behalf of the people I interact with? Like the narrow margin of people who I interact with in real life, but who don't want to choke on my dick? This is like a small... I don't go outside that much, you know. Are you arguing in favor of all the people in chat who want to choke on my dick but want it to be clean when they do so?
Yes.
Okay, alright. That's probably a larger number of people. Are you doing okay, buddy?
This just feels like something that's really ridiculous.
Yeah, you're in front of hundreds of people right now telling a fucking grown-ass man to wash his hands after he pees. And I think it's feels. My hands
You know
feel
what? I think
clean as fuck right now.
I think you have the feels on this one, Vosh.
You think I got the feels on this one? Fuck, I hate having the feels.
Yeah, you just you, you just don't want to wash your hands and get rid of them germs.
It's just a waste of time. Listen, I'm saving the environment, okay? Can we agree on that?
Okay, fine. I'll give you that one.
Alright, there we go. I'm saving the environment. Listen up, buddy. Do you have a final meme? I'm sorry to have disappointed you. I know this must be crushing.
I don't think I had anything else to say.
You know what I hope you had?
What?
A pleasant conversation, friend.
I did.
That's what matters most. Alright, buddy. Have yourself a good day. I promise, listen, I promise I'll give it a try, okay? I'll fucking wash my hands at some point today, alright? How does that sound?
That sounds amazing.
Amazing. Thank you. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Alright.
The Gamer Ghost. If you like gaming and you like ghosts, and you talk to the Gamer Ghost. Gamer Ghost, hello!
Oh wow, it works. Fantastic. 1 second.
I should hope so.
Alright, great.
What do you got,
friend?
friend?
I'll tell you what, Bosh. Yeah, here's what I have for you, alright? I am currently seething with anger, right? I was gonna be your first pick for this current round, yeah. And then friggin' Hyena comes on, has nothing to talk about, goes to shower, and then I'm frickin' like 5 down the line, dude. Like, you should have seen me
It's
and Mr.
fucking it's femoids, dude. Femoids
Yeah,
are subhuman. That's what I've been
really,
saying this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna catch me disagreeing. The worst part of the whole thing, though, is she interrupts me, the Gamer Ghost. So not only females coming out to attack us poor, toiling men, gamers, dude.
Listen,
Freaking constant oppression.
I'm gonna give her a firm fucking spanking later, alright? She will pay for her insolence, alright?
Alright, thank you, yeah, I actually appreciate that, let me tell you what. Alright, thanks. Shit, Mr. Secco and I, before you brought him in, were talking about British politics. I was kind of angry that you pulled him on so earlier. Everyone else in the little lobby there is deafened.
Oh,
Highly
listen,
unfortunate.
it's all random, okay?
Yeah.
It's all fucking RNG up here in my brain.
Yeah,
except for when
right.
except for when Hyena cut in line.
Oh, of course, yeah, the only one that matters out of us. Alright, I get it.
Yeah, well, you haven't sucked my dick lately, so, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I'll give you that.
Gotta give her fair remuneration for her labor.
Mr. Anarchist Man over here creating hierarchies based off of how often they suck his dick. Yeah, okay.
Well, that would be what we call a just hierarchy, which is actually fine under anarchy.
Well, see, you call it just, but I believe that the categorization of just is one of values, and therefore argument and interpretation, rather than or it's a value statement over a fact statement.
You know, I'm not really one for, like, ascertaining objective epistemological truth, but I think if there is any to be found in this universe, it would be something in or related to blowjobs.
Yeah, I suppose I'll concede that.
Alright, fucker, what do you got for me?
I mostly just came on because I was watching one of your streams earlier, and towards the end of it, you made an off-com about, oh, guy, I'll go play D&D, and you know what? I'm a big fucking D&D junkie myself, right? So let's talk about that. What's your campaign? Do you DM? Do you play?
Ah, shit, I DM. I've been DMing for nearly 2 years now.
Nice, nice. I just started this year. Smoke with friends myself.
Hell yeah. Are you DMing or are
Yeah.
you playing?
I'm DMing.
Fuck yeah. Fuck players. Worthless pieces of shit. A lot of them.
Yeah. That's another example of a just hierarchy, DMs versus players, but so what's your campaign like? What do you generally do with it?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of how it's gone. Wait, hold on. Rapier is sick. Heavy turret. Yeah, I gotta go with Rapier here.
Oh,
Heavy turret is cool, but fucking Rapier, Rapier plus with makes the victim bleed. That's a pretty hard thing to argue against.
sure.
But anyway, the essential. So the campaign is on its second arc right now. The first arc was one in which I guess I can hold on to the souls. The first arc was one in which all of the players had been brought together for a contract to retrieve the daughter of a religious minister from the Underdark, or from a city that was sort of bordering the Underdark. And it was this big year-long campaign of political intrigue where they dealt with this like forsaken city with a council of sorcerer lords, and then ended up with them fighting a god from the far realm. It was some pretty good shit, not gonna lie. I had a good ass time.
What's the second arc of it then, or that you're right now? Where is that the? Sorry.
After the first city was pretty much obliterated by the events surrounding the first arc, they're now traveling the entirety of the Empire. I actually have wait, hold on. I can bring it up on the stream real quick. Hold on, real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I made the map for the thing. I don't know how I can find that map other than through the Roll20 campaign that I use. So let me get that up really quickly. I'm pretty sure I can.
Have you found success with the Roll20 tool? I use D&D Beyond, and I mostly I use Google Drawings for my maps and shit. But how's Roll20 been working?
I just don't like online stuff in general. We did it in person for the first year, but now we've all moved apart, so we continue it online.
Sure. Yeah, I've been
not as fun, but it's like fine.
Yeah, my first session, or my first campaign, I did in person, and it's a very small rural area, so of course, most of my players weren't exactly, I suppose, proficient in the game, I suppose you could say.
Yeah.
But, you know, they seem to, all of them seem to grapple with it pretty well. One of my players was really good at it, so he and I started an online ring, and then he dropped out of it, which was highly unfortunate.
I'm sorry, comrade.
I'm still trying to con him back into it.
Here we go. There we go. This is
There have been situations where people have had strikes at their work, you know, within the last year. There was a situation where a group of farmers here in Hanoi literally kidnapped like 20
the non-compete destiny debate.
They held them for about 3 days.
Page must have refreshed.
And they were demanding that they get their
Shut up. Jesus.
Sorry.
Anyway, no, here. Anyway, this is the Empire map that I've been using. So they've been making their way across this place. And just absolutely fucking wreaking havoc. They're probably like midway through the second arc. It's been a ton of fun.
Who created this map in the context of this setting?
I drew it.
Right, but like within the setting, is this like a map made by the Empire, or is this the players documenting their travel via a personal map?
This would be a map made by the Empire.
Okay, I like the undetailed areas, the Orcish hordes, and the Elven vassalage. I think that's a really good touch.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate that.
I had a lot of fun drawing that map, as long as it took. Which was a goddamn long time.
I haven't had great success with a contiguous game because of scheduling issues and the like, but I don't know, we're working on it. My first campaign was basically, it took place after this great war in the past where there is currently a single country left around, and it is sort of a combination of the elements of the Soviet Union and the party from 1984. So it's basically this this police state that is, in a sense, the one world power.
Yeah.
And yeah, the main purpose of that was that it was supposed to be sort of, do the characters side with the police state, or do they side with the necromancer who has been buying the corpses of those who are killed by the hellish conditions of those living within the police state? So like, how do you interject politics into your game?
Oh
like,
yeah, the whole thing is
politics?
extremely political. Yeah, but it's not real world politics. It's more like dealing with feudal politics and how they would interact with like the politics of divinity, you know, and the epistemology of like divine command theory.
Divine Command Theory?
Yeah.
Can you give me a quick refresher on that?
Oh, just the idea that morality is determined by a divine entity, should that entity exist. So, like, if a god just because a god exists doesn't necessarily mean that listening to that god is the most moral thing to do. But under a divine command theory, if a thing is a god or can said to be a god, then listening to it, like, prescriptively is the morally correct judgment.
Right, because it's the total authority on its domain, so therefore it is by definition right.
Right. So, you know, what do you get if the god is wrong, so on and so forth. But it's been really fun so far.
Yeah, I've run a second campaign with a different plot hook for a different group, and separate setting. The setting for this world is it's basically a sort of like a Forgotten Realms post-apocalypse, but the idea is that there is no grand civilization except that created by monsters.
Yeah.
And so that actually, the Divine Command Theory thing is interesting because I had one of the little missions for the characters in the town was that there is a serial killer who has been he's been targeting exclusively bards, comedians, and minstrels who are horrible at their works. And the idea is that the name of the Bard Slayer, as he is called, is Chris Kringle, and he is actually
yeah.
He is. It gets better. He is actually the unseen good guy of the setting, because what he is doing is he's trying to kill off these bards and minstrels before their terrible attempts at comedy and performance get too out of hand and verbose, and they summon like an even worse eldritch deity, the Cringe Crusader. He is currently trying to suppress that for the good of stability of the town.
You had fun with that one, didn't you?
Oh, I did, yeah. And then one of my players, he basically goes into it. He's like, "Oh, well, what if what I deem as cringe is different from what your deity deems as cringe?" And so,
and then you
created
die.
a good friction.
Okay.
Well, he didn't die, but like it was basically an epistemological argument of, I suppose, a similar nature. Yeah, is like, well, it doesn't matter because whatever he thinks is by definition cringe, and whatever you think, if it disagrees with him, is by definition wrong.
Wrong. Yeah. You're like objectively wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's sure.
All right, you fucking meme lord. You fit in way too many fucking memes into this conversation. I'm gonna have to ask the next person who comes in to use less of them. I hope you're happy with yourself.
I am happy with myself. Yeah, this has been great.
Good, you should be. It was a delight talking to you, comrade.
In the wise words of Luke Skywalker in Episode 9, see you around, kid.
And he dipped immediately afterwards. Fucking meme lord. Fucking memers. Dude, we gotta roll. I've been taking way more than 10 minutes with these folks. Uzuki! Uzuki. Hello? Uzuki, you're still muted, comrade.
Hello?
Hey!
Hey, oh my god. I'm super behind. I didn't realize the conversation had finished.
Now you're up. You're not just... My friend, you are not only no longer behind, you are now on the cutting edge of this discourse. You are being broadcasted live to millions of people. How do you feel? How you doing?
I'm doing alright. Damn, I had a whole bit set up and everything. Now it's ruined.
No, I'm sorry. Plans waylaid, mice and men, so on and so forth.
But you know, Vaush asked how I'm doing, but no one has asked how Vaush is doing.
When they all say yee-haw, but none of them think to ask, ha-yee. That's what I'm saying, friend. Thank you.
Truly, we truly live in a society.
Fuck me. I'm doing pretty okay. I didn't feel that great yesterday. It just seemed to be a hormones, who knows, chemical imbalance. Who the fuck cares? So that was maybe a suboptimal meme. But on the better side of things, I've gotten a ton of my social media work done, meaning that I'm at long last, finally getting close to not having 38,000 fucking notifications on my Discord, Twitter, email, and so on and so forth.
That sounds like fun.
It's so fucking nice being able to look at empty notification receipts. I'm very bad at managing that divide, you know, between like keeping in contact with your close friend and business contacts and just being inundated with a million fucking randos. It's a difficult line to draw.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I gotta actually start prepping for that, for my own bullshit.
For your own what?
For my own bullshit, I'm trying to get online, as they say.
Oh, hell yeah.
Video games.
Everyone loves video games, friend. I hope that you do well.
You know, y'all on that basic level, next level. Make the video games. Don't play the video games.
What video games you looking at?
Oh, right now it's just a RPG. Like Resident Evil, sort of turn-based thing going on.
Oh, wait, did you mean making games or playing games?
Making games.
Oh, hell, I thought you meant making games, like as a streamer. Oh, hell yeah, comrade.
No, that's basic. That's basic baby shit. We out of that.
I have always wanted to make a game myself. It just, takes a ton of time and a whole wide range of skill sets that I don't necessarily have.
Oh yeah, it's hell. Don't do it.
Describe more to me.
Not much to say. You ever heard of this old NES game called Sweet Home?
Called what?
Called Sweet Home.
I'm afraid I have not.
SWEET. It's from it's based off an old movie, or the movie is based off it. But it's like a survival horror RPG, and that's what inspired like Resident Evil and stuff. And I've just been super interested by it for all these years.
When did it come out? I'm trying to think. I think I may have actually heard of something similar to that.
Like 89. It never came out over here. It's Famicom.
Okay, okay. Then I probably haven't heard of it. Then I'm probably thinking of something else. All right. Have you begun develop?
Technically, yes. Yes, like I started it last year for a contest. I didn't win the contest, but I got into like the top 10, and that was pretty awesome. So
like of a game jam?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, I should have said that. Yeah. So I'm just like super happy to get that done. I think he's cutting out.
Yeah, your audio is coming through a little dog shit, but that's okay. What matters is the friendship.
True. We're building friendships live on stream.
Exactly.
You know what? Well, help. I'll just pause it. I don't know. It might be my internet. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and the internet down here is garbage as fuck. Especially when it's hot as fuck outside. Messes with the signals.
We're dealing with quite a bit of heat ourselves, but I'm happy to say my internet's been participating, or cooperating with me in spite of that. Maybe not for long, though. What temperature is it down there?
Today I believe it's like 95, but that's not including humidity. And let me tell you, it gets humid fuck down here.
That sounds like a bad meme, my friend.
Oh, it's horrible.
Speaking of, do you have any final memes that you would like to hit me with?
Gender is a spook.
Mm-hmm. True. Correct. Factual.
ACAB, of course. Fuck racist. And question.
Uh-huh.
I know you might be tired of the Pop-Tart meme so far, but can we please get the Pop-Tart emote? So like we can spam that for when somebody starts going for ad homoms and shit when you debate them, because that shit is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry.
Like for the V.GG chat?
Yes.
I might already have.
You know, the real chat.
No, yeah, the real chat. Okay, I don't know why it's broken today. Shit's fucked up.
Yeah, I was super sad. I came in, it got like 20 disconnect connection things. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm sure White Nervosa will be able to fix it with a stray thought. So, I trust her to that. One way or another, comrade, I really appreciate you speaking to me.
Thank you for doing all of this. Like, I found you like a couple of months ago. Like, I think I found you through Destiny first. Then somebody else was talking about you. And I was like, hey, I heard this guy. And I was like, I wanted to follow him before. And I've been here ever since.
Listen, you keep listening, you keep watching, I'll keep producing content, alright? Can we agree to that deal?
I can agree to that.
Hell yeah. Thank you, comrade. Trans rights.
Thank you. Trans rights.
Damn. They said trans rights, wouldn't even say it a second time. SMH at these transphobes. Goblin Queen, are you there? Goblin Queen.
Oh wait, can you hear me now? Sorry.
I can. Hello.
I'm just having a boomer moment. It's fine.
We all have them sometimes. What's up?
Not much. Sorry about earlier. I was driving.
No, no worries. Your icon is from a porn comic, right?
No, it's not.
Really?
I know it looks like yeah, I know it looks like Encase, doesn't it?
It does look like Encase.
Yeah, the artist, oh gosh, her name is Asado-kun on Twitter, I think. She's good, she's good. I love that you said you like goblin porn when you picked me.
Well, I mean, I thought the fucking icon was from Encase, so I assumed that
really
was
does look
eminently
like
relevant.
Encase,
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone loves Encase. Seems like a good meme to be associated with.
I've like a ton of people now that I've been having that icon keep going in my DMs, and they're like, I like goblin porn. I didn't know it was so popular.
Wait, have you never blasted one to goblin porn? What's up with you?
Oh, of course I have.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't talking to a degenerate or something of the sort, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, of course not.
So what's up, my friend? Hit me up with what's on your mind.
I just want to talk about, I actually want to talk about incels with you.
Oh, shit, yeah. I love incels.
Yeah. I don't know. I just find your perspective really interesting because, I don't know, a lot of people want to talk about them in like they'll go to like the websites or whatever, or their subreddits, and they'll find like the craziest shit, and then they just share it, and everyone laughs, and it's like, oh, it's a good time, we can all laugh about it. But I think it's really more interesting to talk about on like what are the things that cause it, and I think it's a representation of like more like a broader problem. Like people are feeling really isolated and everything. So I like talking about it in more of that sense.
I mean, you know, I
not
100% agree. A lot of people, when they want to talk about incels, want to do so from what is essentially performative cruelty. They just want to be like, haha, look at how fucked up these guys are. Ah, fucking misogynist, piece of shit. You're the reason you're like this. And then they like to dip after, like, laughing. There is, there is schadenfreude, legitimate schadenfreude, in seeing people who are miserable, but also miserable people. That's fine. If I found, like, a subreddit that was chock full of Nazis who were, like, near suicidal because they couldn't find their perfect virgin Aryan waifu, their perfect nubile, cherry-glistening 18-year-old, never even looked at a black guy waifu, I would find that subreddit fucking hilarious, and I would laugh at it very gratuitously. But that's because that issue, the Nazis not finding their Aryan waifu, that's kind of on... that's their problem. That's a them thing. But the incel shit, like, we know that people are getting lonelier and having a harder and harder time connecting to other people. It's obviously a real social issue. I think we should treat it as such.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've actually been inside of a Discord, a server for like incels and Forever Alone. I don't know, there's a bunch of different groups of people, like MGTOWs, all of that. MGTOWs are a little bit more misogynistic, but you know. But right. I've actually been talking with them, and it's really interesting, like actually engaging with them. I don't know, like.
How weird do they treat you?
It's funny, they very occasionally they'll throw like misogynist stuff at me, but like most of the time it's after I leave. Like I'll get into an argument with somebody and then I'll leave and then I'll go back and check the chat later, and right after I left everyone's like, oh, don't listen to the femoids, you know, like all that shit. And I'm like, where were all y'all 10 seconds ago when I was in there, huh? There.
Yeah, I know. No, because they don't want to fucking, they want to look good in front of you, you know? No, I know all the fucking memes there. God damn it! I look away for 1 second. I know all the fucking memes with that one. The fucking, you know, the girlfriend comes in, she's like, oh, teehee, I like short guys. My boyfriend's 6'3", but one time I dated a short guy, and then all the incels will, like, cry. Like, I get it. They have a whole bunch of mechanisms for dismissing input of people they don't like.
Yeah, I just find it entertaining. They always do it right after I leave, you know.
Look, they're bitch babies, okay? Don't be, Don't be too mean. They can't help
I
it.
try not to be. I actually made the mistake like 4 days ago. Somebody said some like transphobic shit, and so I didn't let it go. So like it was like a whole argument, and then like I'm still getting pinged with I get pinged with like videos from like some random. I think it was like an endocrinologist, I guess, that was like, I don't know, transphobic. It was fun. I loved it.
Have you, not to be crass, have you, how many times have you heard the, well, if you really care about incels, then why won't you fuck us? Have they hit you with that one?
Yeah, a couple times.
That's a good ass meme right there.
Oh, it's a great meme. Love it. They keep acting surprised that I'm still around. And I'm like, y'all don't scare me. I've been on the internet for a while.
Little fucking baby boys. What do you? So what's your sort of prescription here? What would you do to solve the incel menace?
See, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm trying to figure out, because it's not just the incels. I think a lot of people are really lonely, and I don't know.
State mandated GFs?
Oh yeah, of course. There it is. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more about getting people connecting with each other, IRL. Everybody, I know. I think social media and things like that, like they're really great for connecting people, but at the same time, they're really isolating. So I don't know.
Well, that kind of relates back to what the fella earlier was saying, yeah, about how the internet does like a lot of work to harm people because it insulates them from sort of the meaningful social relationships that you need to engage with if you want to be healthy. I can't imagine a lot of people like hearing that because it sure doesn't validate the fuck out of the concept of making internet friends.
Well, yeah. And I have a lot of internet friends and I love them, so you know.
Me too. It's not like I go outside that much.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are. I can't make that leap to like, oh, we need to. That guy was saying we need to like restrict the internet. I can't make that leap.
I like the internet a lot.
I do too. I think that there's a lot of good that comes from it. So I don't know.
Free Coochie Day? Just everyone gets to go to the Coochie factory like once a year? I don't know, dude. It's a tough social problem. It really is.
It is, and I don't think enough people are talking about it. Like, I think it gets talked about in like a haha, it's so funny, kind of weird dudes, you know. And I do think it's like a legitimate thing to talk about.
Yeah, and it is funny, and they are weird dudes. We can.
Oh yeah, I've all done it. We've all done it, like go in the subreddits or whatever and laugh about, you know, the crazy shit they say sometimes, but. I think
it's just also like
problem.
Genuinely sad.
It is genuine. There's so many times that I've been in the server talking to these guys and just like really genuine sadness, and it's like I don't know how to respond to that, you know. Just it's sad, yeah.
Here's the thing, okay. I have one question for you because I'm curious, and then I'll dip. Well, actually, you'll dip. I'll stay right where I am.
No, I'm gonna run the stream now. Actually,
in regards to solutions to this problem. Okay, so there are no easy ones. Do you think that women, because this is mostly a man-woman thing for the most part,
yeah.
Do you think that there should be any reasonable expectation for women to make more of an effort to not capitulate to these guys? That's dumb. But maybe to try and engage with them in slightly better faith as a way of like getting these guys to realize that women are human beings who have their own sets of problems and they're not like victims of a grand conspiracy to deny them the nut holes. Do you think there's like should be an expectation there, or should we leave that be and like reside on them to fix their problems?
I don't know if there should necessarily be an expectation, but I think it should be encouraged, I guess, to actually engage with them and talk to them and understand, because I think it's surprising to a lot of people how they actually are, you know.
Yeah,
but,
and you've put yourself obviously through quite a lot talking to them. Not like, oh, you've suffered and borne on the cross, but
yeah.
you've talked to them, so you probably have a decent understanding of how taxing that can be.
Yeah, it can be exhausting, yeah. But I think it's worth having discussion.
All right, fair. Well, thank you very much. I agree. Free coochie factories.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate your time.
Yeah. Wash your hands after you pee, you degenerate.
Shut up. All right, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. Snow. 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 Snow.
Hey.
Hey!
Vaush, you
Howdy.
big, beautiful bear. How are you doing, my comrade?
I'm at least one of those things. I was doing better until I got hit by the zombie. What's up?
I'm alright. How about you?
Mildly irritated now, but not your fault.
Oh, I know. My mom walked in the door just the second that you brought me on. If you want to say hi to her.
Oh, howdy, Miss Snow.
She can't hear you, but if I decide to show her the live stream, I have bred.
You know what? Fuck you. Put her on. Get her on here.
She's too nervous. I'll show her later. But if you also want to say hi to my girlfriend, like she's gonna be watching later too.
Holy shit! You got a whole crowd in here. Well, hello, future Mrs. Snow. Damn, we got a whole fucking harem going here.
Kinda. It's been hot as hell down here in Alabama. How's it over in Seattle? You been settling in well? How you doing?
I've been settling in decently. It's been pretty fucking hot. I didn't expect it to be this warm in Seattle, but whatever.
Yeah, fucking capitalism, man.
Yeah, hold on. Speaking of sweaty fucking shorts, I gotta get like an AC unit that I can put in here specifically, but the window is pretty big and I'd have to like, it'd be a hassle, but I'll do it eventually.
Yeah, I got a present for you if you wanted to share some fun images with the audience.
Oh shit! Wait, hit me the fuck up. Absolutely.
Yeah, I wanted to send you some things on Discord. I'm gonna DM them to you. These are billboards that I have personally run into, in my travels down here in the South, in the good old South. These actually exist. I wish I was joking, but these are actual billboards that I've run along in like interstates and the like. So and also, yeah, if you would like to share these actually exist. So white nationalists have paid for billboards apparently.
Why aren't we doing this shit?
Yeah, why aren't we doing this shit? I think it would be funny to crowdfund a billboard for like Alabama or something to just put up a billboard that says white nationalism is anti-white. See how many bullet holes we get in it.
Yeah, problem is that shit get destroyed like day of, you know?
Oh, but it would be so fun.
It would be. These people are truly disgusting. There really is like no limit to the extent of the antipathy that I feel for these people.
There's a fun game I like to play where I will every time I'm in public, because I used to be like a Nazi in high school. Mm-hmm. So I'm very good at talking with these people and playing games with them. So what I'll do, I will if I ever see some of these people in public, but they're like kind of cagey about it, I'll try and draw it out of them.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, I'll try and like bait them and like give them little breadcrumbs until they start like going full on white nationalists and talking to me about like the great replacement and stuff.
Well, they're probably pretty excited to have an opportunity to like talk out and about. Yeah.
Exactly. And then I'll just listen for a bit and I'll say, sorry, dude, I'm a syndicalist. I was just fucking with you.
You gotta record it. Gotta record it and then send it to their family and friends.
God. I don't really have a good camera. God, my mouth is so dry. If I had some water, I could do the best Zizek impression. I swear. Your Discord voice chat can tell you. But with a horribly dry mouth, I'm gonna. What do you think I am? Some kind of philosophy machine, my god. Pull candle, turn crank. Out comes philosophy, my god. This takes work, you know. But yeah, they say I have a good Zizek, so...
Yeah, no shit you have a good Zizek. What the fuck? That sounds like a voice board.
Yeah, I can do a very good Zizek for you if you ever want to have me on the stream or whatever to read out some kind of bullshit or something, my god.
I like, it actually feels like he's here. That's fucking wild. So much of him is his voice. Like, it actually feels like he's here with us. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, I've been told by, like, I don't know if you know who Batco is, but I've been told by him that I should... Batco has a good Zizek impression, too. Me and him would go back and forth, like, do it. It was very fun.
I can't imagine it's much better than the one you just gave us.
In my life. I don't know if that has something to do with nervousness or whatever. It's not that I'm nervous to talk to you, it's the chat or whatever. I don't know.
Well, yeah, chat's a lot of folks. But don't worry, they're full of dumb fucks. Don't worry about them.
I know. It's like in my head. I know, but like...
That was a preposterously good Zizek impression, though.
Thank you. I can't even swallow because there's nothing in my mouth to swallow. It's amazing. Oh, man. Amazing.
So, Merinos aside, what's on your mind, comrade?
Oh, man. I'm just glad to be talking to you, man. I like you a lot. I met you a month ago, and you're an extremely good rhetorician. As somebody else with ASD, you've helped me have a lot more confidence in, like, speaking to people, debating people, kind of sort of improving my rhetoric. And I've learned a lot about how to sort of... I've really sharpened up on debating about the trans issues and stuff.
All right.
Because actually my best friend is trans. She, I think you met her because she said you came onto the voice chat one night not too long ago, like 5 in the morning here.
I think I was testing audio at the time, yeah.
Yeah, her name was Null on Discord. I don't know if you met her. I think she said that she told you about her. She was like homeless like 3 times or something.
I vaguely recall that, yeah.
Yeah, she, but yeah, so it's good to be able to argue, like, in favor of trans rights better.
Yeah, like, it's pretty fucking useful, I would say. It comes up some... It comes up sometimes in my work.
So,
I have to say, I really am delighted to hear that, like, my content or exposure to my content or the way in which I do things has helped you gain confidence with, like the ASD shit. I think
absolutely.
I think so. I kind of like. Do you mind if I expand upon that super quick?
Sure, absolutely.
Because, like, okay, so,
if I may add another little quick note, I also have Tourette's, so that's like double hard.
Oh no, I imagine I have no fuck. All right, I think I'm getting actively worse at this game the more I play it. Yeah, I think that
you're way better at it than I would ever be.
May I don't know. I've put some practice in. Maybe if you had some more time in this.
I do nothing but like play video games all day, and I still suck at them. So
okay, never mind. I'm better than you then. Let's just let me have this, okay? Let me just have this.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. In regards to that, like, autism is as much of an infringement on one's happiness as one wants it to be. So if a person is 100 super duper totally fine with the way they think and act and process information on account of autism, then that's fine. But some people are probably a little bit more frustrated. Certain elements of autism may inhibit their ability to understand social cues or feel comfortable in some environments, and that's a problem because they say it's a problem. And I do think that there's a narrative online in certain spaces where people are uncomfortable talking about autism as though it's something some people might want to, like, mitigate or overcome. There's a really fine line that has to be struck here. No one should be made to feel bad for who they are. That's fucked up and certainly not what I want. However, if people want to change how they are or how they behave or how they act, I think that people online should be comfortable engaging with that rather than constantly reaffirming the idea that everyone is perfectly fine the way they are. With that in mind, the reason why I'm decent at speaking and have autism is because I never accepted the fact that I'm autistic as an excuse to not be good at something I wanted to be good at. And sometimes I see people with autism who kind of do that, and it's a little bit upsetting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's funny because when I heard you talking about that, I'm like, holy shit, you're literally me. Because I was never good at talking to people or the social shit until after I was out of high school, and just talking on the internet and stuff had sharpened my skills to the point to where I was, like, acceptable at talking to other people. Like, but I wanted to get good at that, and I perfected that, and I worked really hard at that. So it's really nice to be able to hear somebody else who also went through that and went through that struggle. Because for other people, for other people, social skills are just sort of something that they have a baseline of, just sort of, it comes naturally. I'm not talking like public speaking. I'm just talking like a baseline of social skills. But for me, I had to actually work at this. I had to really, try hard to get good enough at this to have a baseline level of confidence to speak to people in such a way that they don't immediately want to punch me in the face. So to have somebody else who has ASD and see somebody like you with a platform, especially, go on here and talk about your similar struggle, and especially with public speaking, which is an entirely different ball game, and talking about how you overcame that, it really validates my kind of LT in the chat. You're cool too. I like you. But it really validates it. It makes me feel valid, and it makes me feel happy, because it can get really easy to get into this existential kind of depression where you're like, I tried so hard and it took me so many years to perfect this, and I'm only at a baseline that everybody else it just kind of has naturally,
Yeah, it's a pretty stupid way of looking at things, but I can understand why people would fall into that trap. At the end of the day, like, the range of skills that people become proficient in the process of living is so wide and so personal and so subjective that you're never like really behind. You're just on a different track. A lot of people freak out the idea like, oh, even if I put in so and so much effort, I'll never even be close to someone who's just ordinary at it to begin with. But like, okay, so go die? Like, what's the alternative? I don't understand. You have the track you were given, run the fucking track, or die. Like, those are your options there. And unless, like, you're unironically arguing that all forms of like unfairness in life and all forms of hardship should be mitigated by like suicide, you have to accept the fact that some things you're going to work hard at and maybe not be as good at as other people. Like, that's just life. I don't know why so many people revel in that. I can understand being upset over it, but some people think it's like a legitimate argument for them to say like, oh, I'll never be as good as so and so. Okay, you don't have to be.
Yeah, I mean, you can, be as good as you can be at something, and as long as you're, do what makes you happy, be as good as you can be at what you want to do, and as long as you've done your best, you can't fault yourself for not doing any better than that.
Yeah, another meme to consider is that very often you can get unique insight into a skill by having to work on it harder than others might have to for the same comparable level of skill. So I'm better at public speaking than a great many people, and it is in part because I was early on in my life very bad at speaking. Because I didn't pick up any good habits or bad habits to begin with, I was able to sort of lay a clean slate down and learn it in a more, if I may say so myself, pure way, because it was untainted by whatever social skills I might have had to learn prior to that point. You can gain unique insight on skills that way.
I completely empathize with that, because I was terrible at speaking for the majority of my life. So yeah, I can completely empathize with that. On another note, that on a more silly note, that there was that there's a joke language. I don't know if you know much about joke languages or whatever, but there's a joke.
But this will have to be a final meme, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I know it's a final meme, but it leads into my final meme. Gotcha. There's a joke language created by English nationalists, and the reason, and it's even funnier than other joke memes or joke languages, because it's the people who created it are dead serious. It's called Anglish. Mm-hmm. And what they want to do is remove any word, as they want to make essentially English into a purely Anglo-Saxon language. So they want to speak English in a way that is purely Anglo-Saxon with no German or you can play Minecraft in this language, by the way. If you have the newer versions of it, you can switch the language to English. So
what is the benefit of this?
There is no benefit. It's just hilarious. It's like 1984 Newspeak. It's hilarious. You could literally boot up Minecraft right now if you wanted to play it on stream and switch it to English and just laugh your ass off.
So
if
to
you wanted
clarify,
to.
this isn't a racist attempt to purify white language. This is
Oh,
a
it
comedic.
absolutely is.
Oh, it
It
is. Okay.
absolutely is. But I consider it a joke language, and the reason it's funnier than other joke languages is because the people who are making it are completely serious about it, and that's why it's funnier than other joke languages. But you could boot up Minecraft and play this in English, and it's hilarious. A record is a song dish. A skeleton is a bone set. Actually, my trans friend, my best friend, Noel, she's actually the one who told me about this, and we've been memeing about like English, this fucking new speak, the entire time. And so apparently, she figured out that the word for transgender in English would be kin switcher.
Kin switcher.
Yes. So what we would so how we would say trans rights to end off this conversation would be that we would both say kin switcher decrees. So if we could both get a good kin switcher decrees out of this, and then also if you could say hey to Rachel for me, and also that's a fucking metal drawing and I approve. I wish I could draw like that. But
hey Rachel. Now chat, come along with us now. Are you ready for it?
Kin switcher decrees.
Kin switcher decrees, comrade.
Hell yeah. I love you, Vaush. You're a friend. You're a comrade. I know that's kind of parasocial, but I love you, buddy. Keep doing what you're doing. I absolutely approve, and I would love to talk to you again sometime.
Likewise.
Peace
I hope
out.
you have a wonderful day.
I hope you do too. Kin switcher decrees.
Kin switcher decrees. All right, we got some good chat participation with that one. Good job, friends.